My lashes are freezing over.
I need to get paid.
Where does the path lead?
You lied to us.
I can't feel the cold, but looking at you makes me shiver.
40% luck, 2% health. Hey man. Hey man. I got to, bro. But that bullseye did come in handy. That bullseye did come in handy. Whenever a laughing bull kills someone, he gets 1+% bullseye chance until the end of the mission. Plus this. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Give you luck. Okay. Man. They whipped you something good, boy. They whipped you something good, boy. Yeah, we need a healing. Plus 2 HP. 17, 18, 18. I will give you that. So you got all the jacks. Okay. Talk with Deer. Carter. Ask about his past. Oh, we got chapter 2.
Not enough? You want more? If you think I am angry, you should meet Macaw.
Macaw.
His fury at the settlers who invaded our lands knows no bounds. He started a movement that spread among the tribes like a prairie fire. He called for our people to use any means at hand, even the foulest of powers, to drive you out or destroy you for good. The worst of our people flocked to his banner. They called themselves the Shadow Dance. I am no longer proud of it, but for a while, I rode with Macaw and was part of his Shadow Dance. I bled for him, I killed for him, and when he asked me to do something unspeakable, I was all too eager to sacrifice my honor for him.
Damn. Jane Carter, how can I help you? To hunt for game. Oh, okay. Provisions! That's better pass. Chapter 1.
I come from the northwest coast, where my people hunted whales and deer. We were prosperous and peaceful, and rarely had any trouble with any settlers. But that was before the Elkrut massacre. One of your wealthy men became interested in our land, rich in trees and pelts. He tricked the local settlers and the army soldiers at a nearby fort into turning against us, providing false proof of our supposed crimes against them. He also bribed a man from another tribe, Singing Fish, to live among us and sow trouble. Remember that wealthy trader I was talking about? He kept plotting against us for years. In the end, violence broke out. My people clashed with countless soldiers and settlers. Over 1,000 people died, including most of my family.
Damn.
How did I survive the battle that slaughtered my family? I ran away, leaving my family and friends to die. After wandering lost for days, I found shelter with distant cousins. I was only 10 years old then, and I still remember the smell of blood and gunpowder filling the air.
Jeez. But we gotta get you up there, girl. That's chapter 3.
Can you see anything?
Enter the village. Grim guards let us in only because of La Lynette's presence. As we walked towards the center of the village, we noticed that 2 of the tents were black, as if recently burned, and some of the natives were bleeding. Okay. A native village of the Blackfish tribe of hunters, fishermen, peaceful, someone included. Talk with the natives. I approached the elders of the tribe with Kalish as my translator. This is the medicine man. Here we go. The medicine man knew how to mend bones and pluck our bullets, as he also blew some healing powder into our faces. My eyes were red for the rest of the day, but it worked. Asked about the recent raid. What happened? Were you attacked? A young woman explained that the village was recently raided by a group of armed men. They stole some goods and ran away towards Zeke's trading post on their horses. She mentioned a reward if we managed to bring back the things they took. Agree to help. Hold on.
Save your breath and your warmth, people.
Hold on. I want to go on this hunt.
When will we finally camp?
Welcome back, boy. How was the docks? Oh. You don't got no information for me, bro? Okay. Unlurk.
I think I spotted something.
Oh, it is, right here.
That direction.
Those tracks must belong to the raiders. Let's keep going.
Where the hell are we?
Oh, more drugs. What? More tracks. We're right behind those raiders. Are you experiencing any additional pain, or
Lest they freeze.
they're just increasing your dosage, like your strength, like your milligrams and
Do
stuff?
we have to wander in this snow?
Nerve pain meds. What they got you on? Gabapentin? I'm guessing gabapentin. Gabapentin is used for what you call it? For the nerves, I believe. Talk with La Lynette. We sat by the fire with La Lynette and the other elders and had a parley with Kalish as our translator. Ask about the shadow dance. What were those shadow dancers doing there? What did they need for La Lynette? What did they need La Lynette for? They usually get gabapentin. Okay. Yeah, my grandma's on gabapentin, so I figured it'd be that. They use her as a focus for their dark magic. La Lynette says they are to be blamed for the weather. Now that she's free, we can expect things to go back to normal in a month or so. Yes, and now that this plan failed, it would likely try something even more dangerous. Don't underestimate them. They are bent on killing all the settlers, no matter the cost. Yeah, that's your people, bro.
I know their leader, Makar. I met him once. A sour man. Ready to burn and hurt everything and everyone for his revenge. My people treat him the way he should be. As a traitor of everything we believe in.
That's about the ghost train. Kalish, you mentioned before that your mentor knows something about the ghost train. Is that right? Yes, her tribe has their own legends about it, though they do not call it a ghost train. They call it Yuctina, the horned serpent. Oh wow. Is this them watching it? That's pretty cool. I like the artwork. That's not bad. I like that. Lalinette threw a handful of dust in the flames and accompanied by drums. She spoke of the legend of Yuctina. Galish was kind enough to translate.
Uktana was a great
Uktana.
snake as large around as many tree trunks, with horns on its head and a bright blazing crest like a diamond on its forehead, with scales glowing like sparks of fire. You tell me if this legend reminds you of something?
My people also have a legend about the horned snake. In our stories, he could take on the form of a man to seduce people and twist their minds.
Okay. Now Lalinette says Yuctina has escaped from the great beyond and is crawling all over our lands to steal spirits from Masal, the skeleton man, before he manages to help them to pass on. Any idea how to find Mammon? We need to find Mammon and his accursed train. Or the Yuctina, whatever. Any ideas? Lalinette seems to understand the question. And then she spoke for a long time. Kalish summed it up for us. She believes there is a place, a sacred place far, far to the south, where the gateway between this world and the next is located. There, your ghost train must return after each rampage through the hard west. The place is hard to find, but you are lucky, says Lalinette, for you have someone among you with the power to sense it, or at least the potential to do so. She means you, girl. Uh-oh.
Me? Are you kidding me? You're saying that there's some kind of, I don't know, a Hellgate station and that I can find it? No way.
Lalinette says that Flynn will need two things to familiarize herself with the residue left in the passing of the Yuctina and some guidance in her power from the spirit bear. You can meet him in the forest north of here.
Right. The bear and some train waste. Great. This whole thing is getting more and more ridiculous with each passing day.
Jeez. Alright. Well, I hope you people warmed yourself up a bit. It's time to move. Alicia, if you be so kind and thank our host. One more thing, Jen Carter. You saved Lalinette. I owe you a great debt. I offer my services for free until you find what you're looking for. Better pull your own weight. You're welcome. Even though you lied, we got paid for it. I was hoping you might stay with us, Kalish. You're a good tracker and quite skilled in combat. Lead on. I know a man in Zeke's trading post. Goes by the name Lazarus. He's very invested in everything supernatural. Maybe we should pay him a visit? Lazarus, huh? Well, why not? Alright. Wait. Where is it? Oh, that thing is all the way up there. Okay.
We ain't really dressed for this. Oh, this wind will be our death.
Boy, you better hush. Find Lazarus. Police led us to a messy office set up in the big room in the attic of the trading post bar. There we met a stern-looking, scarred man with a proud bearing. He offered us some change, then he grinned as we introduced ourselves.
So, interested in the ghost train, are you? We should definitely compare our notes. As for my name, I have many. For now, Lazarus should suffice. After all, even St. Peter used to be known as Simon before he met the Lord and was born anew.
Who are you? Kalish seems to know you. Kalish seems to know you, but we do not. Care to tell us what's your profession? You have the bearings of a man of faith. You'll learn all about me once we join forces, Jim Carter, though I'm not exactly fond of talking about my past. Yes, I used to be a preacher. Now I'm God's wrath. I hunt down things which would pervert the balance between the natural and what's beyond. Oh, I've seen strange things, Carter. One day I might share, but not today, not yet. What do you know? So, how can you help us? What do you know? See, me and my partner in crime, so to speak, a scientist by the name of Solomon Delir. Ah, Delir! That's from the first one! What? They're connecting them. Okay. Simon Delir replayed a chapter being Simon Delir when he was trying to cure the madness. I streamed that last week. Okay. We were following the ghost train and its master for some time now. Oh yes. We do know about Mammon, this foul beast from the depths of hell. But tell me, how did you meet it? I sighed and told him my story. What's the point of hiding things if no one would believe you anyway? Flynn added some details too, but Laughing Deer remained silent the whole time. Bill added his piece, and after we were done, Lazarus poured us some cold whiskey as if to comfort us. And then he shared his plan with us, or Solomon's plan, it seemed. We want to get rid of this Mammon demon just as much as you and your posse. Simon found a way to gather the spiritual power that fueled Mammon's tricks in his train. He came up with Siphon, a strange contraption, and we set up some of them here and there wherever we thought the ghost train might pass by. At last we had no luck until now. You said whatever happened to you happened in the valley. Well, right before the avalanche, I set up one such siphon in Boomtown. Now, if we could only get this siphon and bring it to Solomon, maybe he could come up with a way to kill Mammon. The only problem would be the avalanche blocking our way, and I heard that the expedition to clear it has trouble too. What do you think, Carter? Should we join forces together, bring this demon down? Agree to join forces. Well, it's a gamble, but I have a good feeling about this whole Solomon fellow. I would gladly join forces with death itself if that would give me a chance to gut Mammon. Glad to hear it, Carter. You won't regret it. Now, let us go and talk to the foreman and lend him a hand if they need it. When leaving the trading post with our new ally, we noticed a small group of refugees gathered by a small fire, discussing something over with raised voices. Looked like they might need assistance. Kala refugees. We approached a group of troubled refugees right outside the trading post. Asked about their troubles.
Couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Were you saying someone is lost?
That's right, sir. Our families fled all the way from Kala together, but as we were halfway, some of us decided to turn around, fearing they won't make the journey in those blizzards. Since the weather calmed down a bit, would you mind looking for them? We're worried sick. We'll pay, of course. We need that money. Alright, as long as you're paying, where should we start? Thank you. You could start by looking around the camp where we decided to split. It's near the bridge on the way from the trading post to Kala up north. We finally caught up with the raiders that robbed the Blackfish village. They seemed to be resting in a makeshift camp. Gotta hunt them down. The raiders were sitting around a small campfire, going through their loot hastily. They seemed weary. Smallest threat of pursuit would make them fly in an instant. Attack them. Let's get ready, Kalish. Keep your head down.
I've hunted whales with my father. I think I can handle a bunch of ruffians.
Okay, you say that now, girl. I knew that once we jumped them, they would scatter and ride. We were facing a chase situation here, and we needed to be ready. Okay.
Bless you.
Let's go bring old father. Bring old father here.
Take your time.
Hey. How you looking? Purification. Replaces heads down with purification. This ability removes all negative statuses from Lazarus. Ooh. A pair. Transfusion swaps his HP and statuses with any other posse members in sight. Patching up status. While using handguns. 3 of a kind. Okay. Now, would it make sense to trade, though? I think it does. I think it does make sense. If you're not on a mission with us, why should you have the card? This is just luck. Let's do that. It's luck and HP. Hold on. Let's do that. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Get rid of the whole gang in 2 rounds. Reward Harmonica. In 2 rounds. In 2 rounds.
Looking for trouble?
Yes, I am. If that's the case. Hold on. Then I might actually bring y'all. I might actually bring you. 'Cause you can keep going. You can keep going. You can keep smashing on them. We'll bring you next time, Father.
Need someone dead?
Yeah, we do. We need them all dead. This is Buck shotgun. Give you that. In 2 rounds. I think we can do it. I think we can. Alright. Let's do it. Get rid of the whole gang in 2 rounds. I think it's possible. I think we can do it. Okay. The red stripes indicate the obstacles that obstacles are heading your way. Some of them may provide cover, but never leave your riders on a collision course with them. They'll prove fatal. Oh my god. Oh. Now, does it stay the same throughout? Okay. 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 Different. This is different. This is different. How many are there? Okay. First things first. Ooh, Jesus. Alright. What about you? You can't shoot anything.
Hold your horses.
Yeah, you can't shoot anything.
Let's get this over with.
What about you? Well, you gotta get up close. How many does this take? 2. Let's do something like this.
I'll
this
take y'all on.
Ooh, this
Let's
is very disorienting. Alright. And if we do something like this. Right?
Ready to roll.
Okay. I feel like if I run you in there, you're gonna die. Like, is it just this? Like, is this not changing? Like, it stays like this? I have so many questions. Okay, Carter. This takes 2.
Will do.
Right here.
You know, if the devil really wanted me, there are a lot of easier ways he could have had me.
Let's take this.
Going in, guns blazing.
That is. Alright. Cannot be used on horse. Alright, no problem. 50. Now, can we get closer? Can I get closer? Oh, no. Okay. $75 if I move you right there. Alright, move you right here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's 5. 5. Let's do... Hold up.
Yeah?
My baby. Can you shoot anything? 75. Do it. There it is. Now, you attack him. Bitch.
What's Jen short for? My fucking temper. That's what. One and only.
Okay. 75.
Easy, man.
There it is. Let's do this. Bleeding.
You rob for the money.
Bleeding.
I do it for the fun.
Ooh!
Who's that?
I forgot they can shoot! Ooh!
Stick him, boys.
Oh! Oh! Horseback riding. When mounted, the character can't use character skills or throwables. However, it gains speed bonus and resists the burning and crippling. Plus, the chance to hit them is reduced by 25%. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Let's do this.
I feel like.
Nuh-uh. Leave it to me.
I should start over, but I'm gonna see what happens. 25%.
I'll try.
Oh, I really want to kill him in two turns. Like,
Let's dance.
hold on. That costs 2.
Show some true grit. Death approaches.
I'm gonna do that over. Okay. Get the shotty to the body.
I'll take y'all on. Let's go.
Do that.
Yeah?
That was just ugly. I'd rather you being far away. Let's move you up.
My
Pop him.
aim is true.
What?
Need someone dead?
Yes, I do.
This is supposed to be the hard west, not the Deadlands. You know, if the devil really wanted me, there are a lot of easier ways to go to heaven.
It's so upsetting, man. So I cannot. Oh, so I can't even. I can't even go in that lane. Okay, now I get it. I get it. I get it.
Right. $5. Oh. Bastards! Leave them to me.
What's Gen short for? My fucking temper. That's what.
Die, pig.
I need to weaken somebody. Oh man.
You want to speak with the dead? I'm all ears.
Alright, old man.
What's the rush? Show some true grit. This?
Yo! This is wild, bro. Can't see.
You're in for a ride.
price on my head just means I'm doing my job. Oh, goddamn!
Let's do this. Got him.
Wasn't that 100%? Am I crazy?
One and only.
Nah, man. I want this harmonica. I want it so.
I'm right. Dead right. Get it?
Funny, man.
You know, if the devil really wanted me, there are a lot of easier ways he could have had me. Eyes on the prize.
Let's get this over with. I'll take you all on. Let's go.
Easy.
I don't even trust that.
Steady.
I should just trust my instinct. I should have just trusted my instincts.
You go get him, dear.
Power. Like shooting ducks. Stick 'em, boys. Move! Die!
Shoot the old man. Waste the bullets.
Oh. Let's get 'em.
I've never let fate deal me a bad hand. Will do. Let's dance. What's gin short for? My fucking temper. That's what.
Ah, shit!
Yeah? Yeah, I'll get him.
Oh, you hit a bullseye when I least expect it, huh?
Leave it to me. Sorry. I forgot my broom. I got this one.
Yeah. Set me loose.
Show some true grit.
Steady.
Shit.
Okay. 75. 75.
You're gonna pay for that.
This is it. There's not much I can do now. Really, there's not much I can do.
What's gin short for? My fucking temper. That's what.
Take 'em, boys.
There's nothing I can do about that, man. the harmonica.
Take your time.
Let's do this. Woo-hoo-hoo! You're in for a ride.
I'm over it. I don't need it. I don't need it. He should never lost his harmonica to begin with. I don't need it. A defensive buff. Okay. We dealt with the raiders and retrieved the goods stolen from the Blackfish village. Okay. Come on.
If I'd wanted to freeze my ass off, I'd have stayed in Chicago.
Wow. You approach the elders of the tribe with Kalish as my translator. Here you go, return the goods. I approached the elders of the tribe. Okay. They were happy we managed to get their things back and reward us with more than just their hospitality. While we're here, the chief would like a word with us. Seems like they could really use our help. He promised a reward. Okay. You asked to see us, chief? How can we help? Police hastily translated the chief's words. Some time ago, the elders sent an emissary to the nearby military camp. The emissary never returned, and the tribe wants to learn what happened to him. Okay. We'll look around, but we can't promise none. All right. The camp he's speaking of is located near Kala Kala. I know the way. Okay. Oh, Lazarus. Yeah, what's your deal, bro? Lazarus, if it isn't the man of the hour, if it isn't the man of the hour.
You want to know more about me? I'm not worthy of your scrutiny. What I'm after, that's what's important. Solomon and I are deeply invested in all things supernatural. Though we come at it from different angles. He's a man of science, but me, I only care about keeping things in balance and revealing them in their own time. Where were we? Right. Balance. That's one thing the Hard West has lacked for a long time. But lately it's gotten so bad you can't even count on death, much less taxes. Just look at you, Bill, for instance. If death can't hold sway over people anymore, then what's ever gonna stop them?
Dang. Okay. He ain't lying. Bill is alive and kicking. Alright, we need to get a new gun.
I think I can see something.
I need weapons. Wait. I need some weapons. This does trick shot. This does 5 damage. This is the Widowmaker, which we already have. I want this. Alright. You get the ricochet. You get this back. You get that. Mr. Preacher. Hit him with the spirit. Okay.
Yeah.
Go to Kalakala, go to the Spirit Token, go to Pine Falls. Track down the lost refugees. Look for the native emissary in the military camp. Okay.